Gears of War Reloaded is here, and it's been out for about 2 weeks now. It's been almost 6 years since the release of Gears 5. We've been due for a new entry in the Gears of War franchise, and with the release of Gears of War Reloaded, we're still due for a new entry in the Gears of War franchise. This is not a new game. In fact, it's nearly a carbon copy of Gears of War Ultimate Edition, which was released about 10 years ago in 2015. Besides a few improvements to graphics, this is nearly the exact same game, but somehow worse than most of its predecessors. I've been torn on whether I like this game or not. At launch, I was excited and having fun jumping back into Gears, but as time went on, I started disliking the game more and more. In just only 1 week, I'm ready to play something else, and that's a first for me when it comes to Gears. But why is that? I've played the hell out of every other Gears of War game, so why is this one any different? Well, let's get into it. The multiplayer you would think would have that classic Gears 1 feel to it, but this does not feel like Gears 1 or Ultimate Edition at all. I figured that with the improvements to resolution and frame rate that this would be the best performing Gears 1 game yet, but that's actually not the case. It seems like the Reloaded multiplayer runs worse than Ultimate Edition. Hit detection is terrible at times. Sometimes my shots will connect perfectly and other times I get some bullshit. I literally had moments where I shoot someone in the top of the head with the sniper and blood spurts out, but it doesn't give me the kill. Other times I just completely miss the shot and it pops their head. Like, what the fuck, game? Look at this clip. I mean, what is going on here?
Yes, I can definitely smell shite.
And don't even get me started on the Nasher. Something is way off with this thing. I expected some sponging and the usual bullshit that comes with the Nasher, but this thing is fucked. One-shot downs from non-actives and one-shot headshots from a distance? Come on, that's not how it played in all the other games. On the other hand, you can put direct shots into someone and they shrug it off and then one-shot you. Combine this with the absolute garbage servers and connection issues, and you're in for some rage-inducing moments. And don't hit me with the old, well, just get good and land your shots. This thing is a piece of fucking shit. Having this level of inconsistency in a game in 2025 is unacceptable. This makes gunfights a complete question on what's gonna happen. Maybe you'll win, maybe you won't. Who knows? Maybe your Nasher will work, or maybe it'll shoot tampons out. This is the least confident I've been with the Nasher ever in a Gears of War game, and it might be the worst Nasher in Gears of War history. It is worth mentioning that with the update on September 3rd that they did tweak the Nasher a bit, and it definitely is an improvement, and Nasher battles are more predictable now. There are still one-shot downs and a ton of sponging, but it's not nearly as bad as it was. Knowing how the Coalition manages their games, I'm sure we'll see about 20 more changes to the Nasher in the next year. Remember Gears 5? And I know I'm bitching about the Nasher a lot, but it blows my mind how this game is 20 years old and they still can't get the Nasher right. Hopefully they get their shit together for E-Day. The movement is the same stiff clunkiness as Gears 1 and Ultimate Edition, which I actually like. Unfortunately, when you combine this with a Nasher that has insane range and damage, it completely changes the gameplay that Gears 1 and Ultimate Edition succeeded in. Again, with the most recent update, we're headed more in the direction of how things were in Gears 1 and Ultimate Edition, and the game is way more enjoyable now than it was at launch. They actually still have weapon sliding, so that's pretty cool. They definitely intentionally kept that in the game. The classic curb stomp is also so awesome, and don't forget to curb stomp that subscribe button while you're at it. One thing I really like about this game is how active the game chat is. Whether you're talking shit or just joking around, it's overall such a fun time. This is how it was in Gears 1, and it's good to see an active game chat, as it's something that's missing in a lot of games more recently. This game was clearly pushed out to put Gears of War back on the radar prior to the release of E-Day. I think they could have done a lot of things differently to show the fans what they are capable of and get us excited for the new release in the franchise instead of just re-releasing a remake. There are 19 maps in the game, which is awesome. The classic Gears 1 maps are really good overall. War Machine, Mansion, Gridlock, and Canals will always be my favorites. I've never been a fan of Gold Rush, Rooftops, or Old Bones, but it's still nice to see those OG maps. I think that it would be awesome if they would have dropped some surprise maps that we've never seen in Gears 1, like Jacinto, or even a brand new map. There's a good amount of characters in the game, but they really should have loaded this game with every single character from the Locust War era. Obviously, we'd have a bit of a problem if we had Swarm characters or sequel characters in the game, and on top of this, add some challenges to unlock these characters as well. Like if you get the Seriously achievement, you unlock someone really cool. The same thing goes with the weapon skins. They don't have to go crazy with the skins, but put some cool challenges or medals for us to earn and progress towards. And why are the weapon skins locked to the loadout weapons? Put skins on all of the weapons and keep it simple. Gears 1 had no skins, and Ultimate Edition added loadout skins, so why not add more to this game as well? As long as the core gameplay is there and the skins aren't off the wall, give us a little bit more in this iteration of the game. There's a ton of game modes that Reloaded offers, and probably too many, to be honest. Team Deathmatch is there, of course, and I've always thought TDM isn't the most exciting game mode for Gears of War in general. It is fun trying to pull off a clutch, though, as the numbers get lower. For some reason, they have both Blitz and King of the Hill. I'm not sure why they don't just have one of these since they're so similar. I think keeping a larger player pool in one playlist would be better. Execution is my favorite game mode by far, but my god, it's so fucking sweaty. There are some absolute Gears gods playing this game mode, and it can be infuriating to play against them. There's also Warzone, but I don't know who the fuck plays that. One thing that's a huge missed opportunity is having Assassination instead of Guardian. Assassination was the predecessor to Guardian, where there are no respawns, and once the leader, Romer Hoffman, dies, the round ends. This was the least popular game mode in Gears 1, and even though I like Assassination, it would have been a great move for the Coalition to add Guardian to Reloaded, since Guardian is one of the most popular game modes in the franchise. Again, this would really differentiate Reloaded from Ultimate Edition, and add something a Gears 1 iteration hasn't seen yet. That's really all there is to say about the game. It's literally a re-release of a remaster. It's definitely fun jumping back into Gears, but unfortunately this game isn't anything special, and it might honestly be one of the worst Gears games to this day. This game is just an advertisement of the franchise to increase sales for E-Day. It's actually not a bad marketing strategy, but for those of us who wanted something new and improved, this ain't it. And I could also see this backfiring on Microsoft. Imagine that you've never played a Gears of War game before, and you fire up Gears Reloaded on your PS5 and jump into a multiplayer match, only to be greeted by outdated clunky mechanics, terrible hit detection, and wall-bouncing veterans that teabag you. Yeah, that's really gonna get you invested in the series. And why didn't they remaster Gears 2 or 3? Well, the Coalition probably doesn't even have the time or resources to work on a remake and also work on Gears of War E-Day, so this was an easy game to shill out and make money off of.
Excuse me.
With tons of upcoming exciting games like Borderlands 4 or Battlefield 6, honestly, I can't see myself investing time into this game. It's by far my least favorite iteration of Gears 1, and besides Judgment, it's one of the worst Gears games to this day. Let me know your thoughts on Gears of War Reloaded, and I'll see you guys on the next one.